What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfire. So the only movies we know officially are coming from Marvel Studios till the end of the Multiverse Saga are the two Avengers films and Spider-Man 4. But there are a couple of mystery dates that have been hanging around in 2026 and 2027 that make it feel like there might be another film coming. And real recently we heard from one industry insider saying if there is one, it's most likely Black Panther 3. But today, we got a massive update, and coming from an industry insider editorial revealing that Marvel Studios just filed for a UK trademark. What was revealed was a mystery theatrical project. We know the working title, and we're going to talk about what project this most likely is and where it fits into the upcoming Marvel slate. We're breaking it all down, the first official reveal for Marvel's still secret movie. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do. Thanks to everyone who's been subscribing lately, and if you haven't already, if this is your first time finding the channel, we would sincerely appreciate your sub. It's the #1 thing you can do to support us here at the channel. I would kindly appreciate it, plus it enters you for the giveaways. We'll get into that stuff at the end of the video. Okay, so this news actually broke over at the Cosmic Circus. They're a editorial we report on often from their writer and industry insider Alex Perez, where they reported Marvel Studios has officially registered Atlas Hall Productions UK Limited. Now, when it comes to Marvel Studios and what they name their production companies and their working titles, etc., and as he points out in the article, sometimes you can tell exactly what's going on. It's a direct inference to the plot or the title or the whole theme of the film, and sometimes it's super obscure, which does make it difficult from time to time to tell what's actually going on. And because this is a filing for an unannounced project, you have to be careful when you start making decisions about what this title might mean. But they do go on to add some specific details. Quote, additionally, per their sources, we can confirm that this production filing will be a theatrically released film and not a Disney Plus project or a special presentation. So this is the newest filing by Marvel for a secret unannounced film, which, as we've said before here at the channel, have been a handful that have been in the rumor mill and discussion. Shang-Chi 2, Doctor Strange 3, Thor 5, Black Panther 5, and a couple of other rumored films like Midnight Suns rounding out the list. Now, the article goes on to point two things out about this name and what it could imply. The first is Agents of Atlas, where we've been slowly accruing the team members for that team, including Jimmy Woo, one by one over the Multiverse Saga. I think it unlikely, though, that Marvel Studios would do a film completely centered around Agents of Atlas, and so while we do have a lot of the members and on our way to that team, just because the name Atlas is in Atlas Hall as part of this production company doesn't mean that this is an Agents of Atlas film. Secondarily, something that this article doesn't point out, but came from industry insider Alex Perez, is that one of the rumored villains or the big bads for Shang-Chi 2 could be the Atlas Foundation. Introduced in Agents of Atlas in 2006, they were Secret Empire, then rolled into what is now Atlas Foundation. But look, at the end of the post-credit scene for Shang-Chi, we literally saw his sister in charge of the 10 rings. There are too many other secret societies going on right now. I think that both of these are highly unlikely. Plus, Shang-Chi 2 probably not getting made anytime soon, since Destin Daniel Cretton clearly has his hands full with Spider-Man 4. So the fact that they're filing for this production company now, and he hasn't even started filming on Spider-Man 4 yet, pretty much rules out Shang-Chi 2, and I think by association all of this Agents of Atlas and Atlas Foundation stuff. Now, the article does go on to point out that the name Atlas could refer to the Greek god pantheon, where Atlas is forced to hold up the heavens for eternity and condemned by Zeus. Zeus, of course, was in Thor 4 and left off with a storyline in the post-credit scene that included his son Hercules, with presumably a bone to pick with Thor, and we assume whenever we do get around to Thor 5, Hercules is going to be one of the characters coming after him. Hercules, also quick side note, does go on to become a member of the Avengers in the comics. And if you want my take, while that connection is tenuous at best, I still think that Thor 5 is a lot more likely if it's going to be included in the Multiverse Saga. And here's the good news. They're filing this production company now. There have been rumors there is a secret theatrical film either for November of 2026 after Spider-Man 4 and Avengers Doomsday, or February of 2027 right before Avengers Secret Wars, where we would get one more Marvel Studios film. And even though industry insiders indicated it was most likely Black Panther 3 as of late, this filing says there's a secret film here, and Atlas Hall trying to connect that to Black Panther 3 is extremely difficult. And in fact, I tried and could find absolutely zero connections in any way. And so for me, and right now, I'm going to hang my hat on Thor 5. It makes a lot of sense to give the character Thor a redemption arc and the actor Chris Hemsworth another shot to recraft that character, and before we get to Avengers Secret Wars, because if I had to make a Deadpool of sorts and guess who was going to die with actual stakes and not come back during the end of the Multiverse Saga, any OG Avengers still remaining in the MCU would definitely be first on that list. It would be an extremely poignant, not to mention permanent off-ramp for an actor and a character who's been in this thing for almost 20 years. It would also give Marvel Studios a chance to address what the Thor core is and introduce them before we get to Secret Wars. Yes, I know that was rumored real recently, but basically everything's being rumored. You have to really look at the sources as of late, and if you can't trace some news on social media to the source, quick side note, I would just assume someone made it up. We are back to that. It was that way during Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, and we are right back there now, especially with there being no checks on social media. There's a couple of accounts on Facebook that just write whatever they want. Okay, tangent over. Point being though, Thor core is part of the Secret Wars comic book run, would be awesome in the MCU, and would be something they could address. Not only that, but what's going on with Jane Foster coming back as a Valkyrie from Valhalla, that whole storyline, and then lining them up into Secret Wars or Battleworld. No news though, when in the world this might start filming. No updates from anyone industry insider wise about what film this is, and so we'll be patient to see what unfolds here. They obviously aren't going to be able to keep it under wraps for long, especially if they start filming, and this might be one of the things Marvel Studios decides to address at this summer's San Diego Comic-Con, you know, outside of also maybe the first look at Avengers Doomsday, considering the Russos will have been filming on it for multiple months at this point. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below. If you can connect Atlas Hall to anything specifically in Marvel, especially something we didn't talk about during this video, I am all ears. Let me know in the comments. And of all the films that have sort of been thrown around, Black Panther 3, Shang-Chi 2, Thor 5, Doctor Strange 3, which one would you rather have a place in the Multiverse Saga alongside the two Avengers films and Spider-Man 4? I am all ears as always. Quickly, let's jump into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we are still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel. The next one is right around the corner. All you got to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here, live with my voice on screen, and the winning comment shown when there is one. So please be safe and vigilant everywhere on YouTube. Never give out your information on third-party app like WhatsApp. Never pay for shipping for a prize. No content creator will ever do that. If you should get a spam comment, just report it directly to YouTube. The best way to keep up with the content here at the channel has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes under the name AllFires. And while I would sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.